Well, good morning. We've had breakfast at the Best Western. It's Tuesday the 12th, 2018. We're on our way to the Lexington. Just, this isn't the oldest hotel on the island. I'm sure there's older ones, but this one needs an update. The toilet was weird. I had to shove a towel at the door because of the light coming up under the door last night. It just lit up the entire room. It was comfy, good breakfast, great view from the top. The lounge is on one end, the breakfast places and dinners on the other side. And they're in the process of repainting it. But you can see it's just a standard Best Western, not a Plus, Premium, or Premier or anything like that. So you're paying to stay on the water, that's for sure.
Yeah, it was nice, but it was old.
Nice but old. And if you want some snacks or drinks in the room, stop somewhere before you get here and load up your cooler, because their sundry shop is small and expensive, of course. If you're here for more than one night, do take the time to visit the downtown area. There are restaurants every other old building, and downtown block's only like 4 or 5 blocks long.
Taylor Street.
So definitely check out the local stuff here. Over the Harbor Bridge and down to the Lexington. There it is. We thought the battleship Texas was big. This thing is an aircraft carrier. There's the Texas State Aquarium in close proximity to the Lexington. Bunch of neat little hotels down here.
And stores too.
Yep.
Turn left onto North Shoreline Boulevard, then the destination is on your right.
Yeah, I see why they did that one. It's a one-way only on this.
Oh, I got you. Yep.
The destination is on your right. USS Lexington Museum. Arrived.
I guess we're gonna park here and pay for parking.
Or I guess up there maybe. Here we are on board the Lexington. Hold on, I'll get on it here in a second.
Okay.
Here's something I'm familiar with. We actually have one of these at work.
And people would walk around here like it was nothing.
Mm.
HMS Dreadnought, an 18,110-ton battleship built at Portsmouth Dockyard, England, represented one of the most notable design transformations of the armored warship era. Her all-big gun main battery of 10 12-inch guns, steam turbine power plant at 21-knot maximum speed, so thoroughly eclipsed earlier types that subsequent battleships were commonly known as
At 1940, during the shooting bubble, the USS Lexington, despite the damage, managed to build a wing and start the engine to avoid the sea. Unfortunately, a second year later, it had launched 30 minutes out of the consisting of 35 fighters, 78 dive bombers, and 54 high-altitude bombers appeared with the arm. The Japanese concentrated their attacks on the battleship, hoping to sink her in the channel and block the narrow entrance to the harbor. Maneuvers from the harbor and trade harbor, the Union managed herself at hospital, and the channel remained to the By 12:14 p.m., after recovering its aircraft, the Japanese attack force began its launch of the
That's some serious ropes.
The United States declared war and entered World War II. In the 44 months of war that followed the attack on Pearl Harbor, the U.S. Navy was
Sorry, baby.
Got a spot on the ship right under the AC vent.
So they had 3 per bunk,
Officers.
and they actually had step ladders into the bunk. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Plenty of room for junk.
And welcome to the Lexington CV2 exhibit on board the USS Lexington CV-16. This exhibit honors the previous Lexington CV2, known as the Lady Lex. The USS Lexington CV2 was sunk at the Battle of the Coral Sea, and the decks you now stand upon were named in her honor. The Lady Lex, along with the USS Yorktown, ambushed Japan's Imperial fleet as it sailed through the Coral Sea, thereby thwarting the invasion of Port Moresby and preserving the safety of Northern Australia. The CV2 was a pioneer in her role as one of the first aircraft carriers of the U.S. Navy and established world speed records, supplied the city of Tacoma, Washington with emergency power, and she led the search for Amelia Earhart. With a high level of confidence, the officers, sailors, and Marines aboard the Lexington CV2 considered the ship the best in the fleet. There was a sense of pride for all hands serving aboard a ship known as the Queen of the Flat Tops. That is all.
Yeah, pretty cool. AC on this deck too, coming out of those former portals.
Killed in action, USS Lexington, CV2. Battle of the Coral Sea, 8 May, 1942. In honor of those who gave their lives to protect our freedom, may we daughter, God the Son, late Hill.
did.
And the performance of the crew. He has broad authority commensurate with that responsibility. He is the final decision maker, singularly charged with the safety and success of his command, and he is held accountable for everything that occurs during his command tour. An aircraft carrier is a unique ship requiring unique qualifications.
As such, I'm required to host formal dinners for visiting dignitaries and VIPs. Tonight, I'm hosting the Admiral and his staff in a formal dinner. As you can see from the place settings, we're getting ready to eat. I would ask you to join us, but if you notice the grill, there's only enough steaks for me and my guests. However, I hope you can join us on a future visit. In the meantime, please enjoy the rest of your tour on board USS Lexington, and thank you for visiting.
Oh, that's a they said
worst job in the Air Force. Yeah, so I cooked for this
they were
guy.
saying that there was not enough steaks. And I was like, boy, you eat fruit.
Where's the steak? Oh. There's only 4.
This thing was shot up and lost engine, couldn't go backfire, one engine.
Hi, welcome to my in-port cabin. We're just sitting down for dinner. As the captain, I don't get to spend much time down here.
And he pushed them back almost to knock off the down before they punched him. He punched out. Got him back away from North
My
Virginia.
responsibility is
So,
There it
you
is.
saved him?
whether I'm eating.
He saved him.
As such, I may be
Yep.
required to get up
Right there.
at a moment's notice. But from my half-seat cabin, I can be in my captain's chair in less than
Mount Campanile was only
my half-seat cabin, which would take
3 miles from the river. Was it 2,000 miles right there?
I notified Brady on the pilot that there was what appeared to be an
say what was on board. As I was looking at him, the plane nose over. I saw his guns shoot. Certain fragments came out of our wings, and as he flashed by, to the side of the doors, I saw that.
Welcome to the VV-19 Ready Room exhibit. This compartment has been restored to recreate the wartime atmosphere present in 1944. The purpose of the Ready Room on an aircraft carrier was multifunctional. This compartment would act as a staging area where pilots would stand by after being briefed concerning a mission's objective or to be debriefed after a mission was flown. It was also the pilot's battle station.
Soon after the sinking, Captain Luva came down with appendicitis and had to leave the boat. Under the next commander, the 505 would be placed.
Right here. Nice work, Hans. You got him square in the belly. Radio man, pilot's radio man. Are you all right? Mike, are you all right? I think that first got him, Mr. Jacobs. You better bail out, Tommy. We haven't much time.
Yes, sir. We have multiple enemy aircraft inbound. Bearing 175 degrees. Range 15,000 yards. Recommend general quarters. Aye, aye, sir. Sound general quarters.
General quarters. General quarters. All hands man your battle station.
Hey, do we have a power failure?
Lots of stairs, up and down. Alright, we just finished the Lexington tour, and it was pretty extensive. They let you crawl all over the ship pretty much, except for down in the lower decks. You can't get to the engine or anything like that. Pretty good tour, and this is the loot we came up with. 3 pressed pennies. I don't know if you'll be able to see what's on them, or even if I'm holding them right. But they've got quite a few pressed penny machines right by the exit, of course. And USS Lexington, Corpus Christi. Pretty much every other hat in there says USS Lexington, established 1992, which is when it became a museum. So it wasn't built in 92, and we didn't visit it in 92, so I didn't get one of those hats. This was the best one they had. And a nice enamel pin, and a nice embroidered patch, and a nice coin.
Cool. Okay. We really enjoyed our trip down here and had a good time as we watched the baseball game and toured the Lexington. There's still a lot more to do down here in Corpus Christi. We didn't do everything that there is to do. There's still the Texas State Aquarium and walking along the beach and checking out some of the stores that are down along the seawall. And I'm sure there's some other things too, but just wanted to share our trip with you. It was a good trip.
All right, on our way back to Houston from Corpus Christi, we decided to pull off in Victoria to see if we could find ourselves a Mexican food restaurant. And what is it, Casa Jalisco Mexican Grill and Bar is the place to stop and have Mexican food.